Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Lands of Lore, but Throne of Chaos. And when last we left off, this map is completely unchanged, but this treasure chest has been unlocked, which not only yielded us a pretty good helmet, but also the Westwood stick, one of the most powerful weapons in the game, that rarely will allow you to deal 1,000 points of damage. We're going to be using that in some very particular locations, and we might even try using it on the very final boss of the game. But otherwise it's a pretty unremarkable weapon, save the fact that it has the company that made its namesake on it. Now, we need to actually go and get access to a few things over here now that we've done that little diversion. The first thing we need to do is shoot this switch. Now this switch will open up this teleporter, and this teleporter will allow us to basically go to one new particular area. There's a pit there, but it's not a real pit. Now, if we look to where we are now in the map, it's actually here, by this niche, which we're now going to look in to get this key. There's also a switch here. You'll see that the switch does something. Now, if I'm to, say, get off that switch, we won't actually know exactly what that switch does, but we are going to weigh it down with this cup. Now, let's go and see what's in here. There is a Carion key. We need that key. We also, unfortunately, need to fall down this pit, because there is no actual way out beyond that area. Now, we are here, if you'll notice, which is interesting. Which actually means that we then teleport randomly into here, but now we actually have the map. And the compass actually works just fine. It's the first time, in fact, that we've got into this area where the compass actually works. We don't actually want to map the whole thing out, we just want to go straight to where we want to go, which is down here. 2 places this way, and we are back. We could have actually mapped the entire place out, and we in fact nearly did map the entire place out, but we don't need to. So let's head back up to this floor. Oh, hello! And right immediately we are welcomed by one of these creatures. Fortunately, we are pretty much able to defeat them if we get a few shots from Kieran's Arbalest there. Now, we have a few doors that we can't yet unlock. We can't mainly unlock this one here, but there are a few other things that we need to namely do. Like kill this creature, for instance. Very quickly indeed. Nicely done there. We could have actually tried to wait. Oh, hello. We're going to save now. There are actually 2 of them. That's not good, and we haven't actually saved at all. Good idea to potentially save, and use Mists of Doom here. We want to see if we can, yep, eliminate this one pretty... Oh, there are more of them! There are a lot more of them. Fortunately, we should be pretty capable of dealing with them without having to worry about any armor being burnt by acid. We do need one more key. We do need one more key, as I recall. The Noir key. We need that key, but we have a Carion key here that we most certainly need to use in one particular location. We haven't actually found where that needs to be used yet, although saying that, we haven't actually explored down here yet. We're going to explore down there. I wouldn't worry about that. That is most certainly going to be explored. And it's probably the area we actually need to... Hello! There are a few of you. There's actually 3 of you here. That's a lot. There's now only 1. Unfortunately, only 1 is needed to destroy armor. To destroy armor, add 1 spiky thing that will whir at you. And mix thoroughly. Well, that happened, but fortunately, we'll be able to deal with it next time. There may not even be a next time. Why have I gone this way? That is not the way we want to go at all. There we go, there's 2 of them here. There soon won't be 2 of them. There'll soon be none of them, hopefully. At least I hope there'll be none of them. There we go. That one just seems perfectly content to wait, which is handy because I want it to wait, until we're ready to kill it. Ah, hitting it made it come to us though, which is handy to know. And I'm pretty sure it's dead now. Excellent. Bit of Mists of Doom here, a bit of Mists of Doom there, and all enemies will be defeated. This is a bit of a diversion to go and get a single key. It is a very important key, however. It is a very important key. We do need another key later, but right now I don't think we're going to get that key just yet. We are, however, leaving the area where those enemies are predominant, and we're going to enter the area where the other enemies are, which are the much nastier ones. But hey, it's all experience in the end. I mean, Kieran's not getting any rogue levels in particular, but I'm pretty sure the other two are getting fighter levels very slowly. Slowly, Bakada's about halfway to level 8, which is quite an achievement. I don't know if I've ever actually got Bakada to level 8 before. Right, where are we now? We are here. And just out of curiosity, we will try the Carion key on that door over there. It's not going to open it. Hello, how are you? Oh, that did not hit. That hit, though. And that hit, too. Excellent. That's more what I want to see when I fight these enemies. Quick elimination. And just out of curiosity...
It does not fit.
I'm not surprised it doesn't fit. Also, there's another one there. Hello. 2 hits, not bad. Not 3, though, but we did... Hello, there's another one. Where did you come from? Well, it's irrelevant where you came from. It's where you're going to go. You're going to go and die. And die you did. Excellent. Now, let's... By the way, he was still stunned while he was resting, which is an interesting observation. We want to... Oh, hello. There's lots of you here. I think we're going to be using a lots of Mists of Doom to basically kill all of them. There we go. That didn't... No one behind us? Yes, there is. We're going to make a mistake here, and we're going to actually head into this area like that. We need to heal Mikata, and then Mists of Doom will need to be applied later. Oh, maybe it won't. That seemed to do... Oh, wait. There's one there. Well, it's going to help, isn't it? Every little does indeed help when it comes to that. There we go. Let's do a bit of resting here. It's a little dangerous, but it's probably worth doing. This is the bit of the game where it does slow down a little when you're trying to get these last few items. There are only a few more items we actually need to get. Also, I'm pretty sure we'll always get hit by that until we actually use something to weigh down that pressure plate, which I'm not sure we're ever going to do. Now, there are a few enemies around here, but we actually want to head this way, over to this area that we haven't yet been to, because there is... Hello? You were trying to be sneaky. Unfortunately for you, the sound effect that they gave you for walking will let you never be sneaky, ever. You're pretty loud and pretty obvious. And also, I'd never want to actually fight any of you. Well, not loads of you. There we go. Let's just heal. Also, the fact that I don't want to fight any of you is pretty irrelevant when you're everywhere, and I have to fight you anyway. I imagine they're probably actually not very happy to be here, Karen, Bakata, and Paulson. They're just like, well, we're here. It's not that nice, but we might as well actually be here. Also, I heard another one. There's one. Hello. Would you like to come this way? What's on the course for you, sir? Why, it is death. It's probably not going to be a quick death, but it's still going to be death. Oh, there we go. I'm pretty sure there's something we want to do down here. Let's find out what that is. Well, there's that for a start. And then, oh, hello! A massive area full of enemies. This does not surprise me. Was there only one of them? I'm pretty sure there was 2. And there's another one here. Let's use more Mists of Doom. There we go. There is definitely something around here. Because this is the last area we haven't explored, and there isn't anything that we can use to unlock any doors with this key. There is something around here, and we're going to find out what that something is. Alright, what have we got? Ah, a door. Anything in here? Maybe. Ah, a Noir key. That's what we were looking for. There's the Noir key. Now, we need to use the Noir key to open up that, I believe, which is a door that will help us lead to the 3rd level. Also, it is an interesting point. None of the actual, given the fact that we don't want to fight any of these creatures, none of the actual protagonists here, or his companions, actually express any real fear or worry about fighting any of these monsters. Is it just an average day for them? Dear Diary, Went to Castle Samaria, slayed countless monsters, got milk. Need to get more milk. Plan for tomorrow, slay even more monsters. If we're lucky, this will, oh, nice shot. We only got one though, but that's all we needed. Just one. Now, is this going to open this? Yes, it will. It doesn't do what you think it would. It doesn't open a, it doesn't actually open that door, which is interesting. It will do something else though. I think it actually activates a teleporter somewhere. Now, does that open that door? Yes, it does. Let's have a look. Ah, there's a switch here. As you can see, there is now a switch. And that immediately puts us into a teleporter, which will actually bring us into this area here. Now, what does this area have in it? Well, apart from more enemies, which is still not fantastic, but we can deal with more enemies. At least I think we can deal with more enemies. Come on, Paulson. There we go. Please don't stun Bakata. He seems to be the only person that's constantly hitting them. Well, that and Kieran. What is in here? A small new area. It's got one thing in particular that's quite good. Apart from that, nobody wants to see that. Please don't melt my armor. Thank you. There's another one, isn't there? Yep, there is. There was another one. We are trapped, so we pretty much do need to kill this thing. We could just... Oh, I was about to say we could just use magic, but we didn't need to in the end. Which is very handy. No, there is one thing in this area in particular. There are no secrets in that area. Let's go and find that one thing. Apart from this little area here that I don't think has any secrets. We haven't actually seen a secret wall. So there we go. Stairs up. That's what we've been looking for all this time. Stairs up. We need to go up to the 3rd floor before we can do stuff down here on the 2nd floor. There is a lot of backtracking in Castle Samaria. Let us go. Here's the 3rd floor.
You will not cheat me again.
That is Scotia. Scotia is not happy that we have got all the way over here to the 3rd floor. We can't actually get back right now. There is a way to get back. There is a pit, I believe, that we can fall down to get back, but just in case, I will save here. I'm pretty sure, however, there's a pit. Do you hear that dripping noise? That's acid. You want to be very careful about that acid. There are new enemies on this floor, and we're going to be fighting all of them. Also, there are actually 2 things here. 2 locks. And this. This here is actually the place I do believe that you go to basically, yep, this is actually the final area of the game right there, hidden behind 2 locks. Now, does this open any of them?
It does not fit.
Nope.
It does not
And
fit.
nope, so that does not have a use here. There was, however, a secret wall here. You see that? Right there. There are going to be a fair few of these. Here is a lock that we're probably pretty capable of opening. Here is the Arbalest Eternity. I have no idea if this is any good. Bastion plate mail. It's the same as ours. Same as his. But slightly better than his. So that goes down there. Also, some crowns.
Empty.
We'll hold on to this crossbow, I think. You never know when you might need a crossbow. What do we drop instead of the crossbow? Well, we know where it is, just in case we need it. Actually, let's drop the crossbow Valkyrie. We don't need the crossbow Valkyrie anymore. We'll keep the Arbalest Eternity here for now. Also, there was a little area over there that I could go in. There's nothing in there, though, in particular. So, let's start exploring the 3rd level. At this point, you just want to explore the 3rd level a lot. There's really not much reason to do anything else but explore. But there's a lot of things you can't yet do here effectively. We need a few more items before we can explore. Oh, there's a pit. That's a very handy pit. Also, there are those that will just constantly fire. There are those pretty much scattered everywhere here. In one form or another, there are basically projectile firing traps all over. Like that one. That one basically is going to fire a lot of fireballs. But particularly a lot of fireballs down there, which I'm going to find out what's down there. It's basically going to fire fireballs a lot, and the whole reason for doing that is there is no reason. There is no reason at all to travel down there, because that just leads you to this area, which you could have just gone around actually to go and get to. So, don't do that. There's actually very little reason to be in this area at all, but we'll find out exactly. Do you see there's a switch there, though? Do you see there's a switch? We are going to be using that switch. We're not going to find out what that switch did yet. There's an alcove. We're going to be going to have a look in that alcove. There is a key. We need that key. We most certainly need that key. Also, we're going to test to see if that key will open one particular area, which it might do. I don't think it will, but it might. Also, there's a switch by that pit. We could, in theory, use that. I bet it does something I probably don't want it to, but it might not. Does this open anything?
The key doesn't fit.
Nope. Yes. That opens one of those. We don't actually want to go in there just yet, because in there, if we go in at this point, is pretty much certain death. And I'm not exaggerating that. We will die. We won't actually be able to win at all, and we will just die. There are actually not as many enemies down here as I remember there being on this floor. Also, there's practically nothing in that area whatsoever. There is, however, another pit. And I believe there might be a... No, there's no switch by this one. Fair enough. Let's have a continued exploration. There's a switch here, though. We might as well use it. Do you remember this enemy? You probably don't, because this enemy does work a fair bit similar to how another enemy works, with the knocking down of equipment. Now, I don't remember where the equipment has actually gone, but we're going to use Mists of Doom here to... the knocking down the weapons works a fair bit like the Larkon did, and it also works a fair bit like the... No, is our equipment there? Our equipment is here. Also, there we go, and we'll use this for now. There we go. I believe it may only happen once, so this enemy is not that difficult to defeat. But I said if you remember this enemy, it's basically the way that the enemy fights is quite similar to Larkon in knocking down equipment. And in the form of Scotia, when Scotia attacked us, which is the large lizard, that also removed equipment from our hands. But it only did it once, which isn't so bad. There are a fair few of that enemy around, and we need to be careful when we encounter them. Also, I'm not sure what attacked us there, but something did. We basically want to just... Ow. I don't think this area actually had any particular purpose. Nope, that area just had a trap in it. Oh well, we'll keep exploring. Might as well. There'll be something that we need to do. This area seems to be winding and twisting and turning. Let's have a look for what purpose. The answer potentially might be no purpose, but this area is pretty large and has a lot of puzzles. Here's another big open area that appears to... there's one of those things of acid that you want to not step in, or not stay in when it actually drops, because it will just hurt. In fact, it doesn't even count it as a place you can go on the actual map. Let's have a look here. Nothing there. We're basically looking for switches, for things that we can do here. We found one treasure chest. Also, that's what happens if you step on the acid. You just get hurt. It's not really that bad. I don't think it has a... Hello? Right, let's... Uh-oh. We have lost access to our stuff. That's not good. We could make the enemy go back and follow us. The enemy hurts a lot. As you may have noticed, there is actually a way to push the enemy backwards, though. We have the item right here that can do it. Where is it, though? It is here. The gauntlet. Do you remember the gauntlet? We can use the gauntlet to push enemies backwards. Now that is handy. Get it? Hand? Gauntlet? I've still got it. There's a great sword justice and a great sword justice. Now we can pretty capably... Well, I was about to say we could pretty capably deal with it, and then it did that again. So it can do it more than once, which is nice to know. So, when we come back, folks, we shall continue to ponder if Carion and the others actually want to fight any of these enemies. I suppose want is not so much a point as the fact that they have to if they want to save King Richard and the whole kingdom, and we will continue to explore the 3rd level of Castle Samaria. There's a lot to explore, but as soon as we've dealt with all the enemies and everything else, we can start thinking about some of the various puzzles. So, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.